What up, everybody? It is the one and only Davey D, the D to the A to the V-E-Y-D, coming at you with something that I think is going to move your soul. Understand that hip-hop is not dead, and it's alive because of the hard work of some of the people that I'm about to introduce you to. We're talking about the Suitors. That's right, from the Bay to LA, the Suitors are not to be messed with. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about a group of folks who are knee-deep into the music and culture of hip-hop, who came together and said, you know what? We need to change course, we need to uplift, and we need to make sure the youth, in particular, are being fed musical nourishment that is rooted in history, that is rooted in love for the community, that is rooted in our commitment to fight for freedom and bring about a better tomorrow. So you have people like my man Malik, and we also got Paulo, and we also got Doc, and we got Abstract Rude, and we got Medusa, and we got Micah 9. We got Mistah F.A.B. That's right, Mistah F.A.B, the freestyle king, you know, Oakland's unofficial mayor. They are all here. And what did they do? They put together an album. And that album is taking a first-person view of landmark freedom fighters from our community. You've been asking for it? Well, you got it. Salute to the Suitors and the entire crew for doing what needs to be done, showing that hip-hop is the next level of freedom fighter. We're out for now. Peace.
Respect. My name is Abstract Rude. I wrote about Frederick Douglass, this man here on my shirt. He was one of the original freedom fighters. It was my pleasure to embody him and his entire life and journey. It's just an amazing thing to be able to use music in an educational way and to make it fun. Abstract Rude, ATU, Project Flow, A-Team, Haiku d'etat, all that, baby. Keep the feel.
Fight for freedom, never budget. Frederick Douglass. Freddie the free man, Freddie the free man, Freddie the free man, re-education.
At the 1888 Republican National Convention, Frederick Douglass became the first African American to receive a vote for President of the United States in a major party's roll call vote.
Born in Talbot, with dignity, something to salvage. Life as a slave on the plantation, on the eastern shore of the Chesapeake Bay, where he was born. In my grandmother's cabin, Native American and African and European, so I am of mixed race. Got separated from my mama, she could only see me at night. I felt a whole lot of trauma, don't even know my real age, but my mother can read and write. And when my people died, I was moved to the north. Consider myself lucky, ended up in Baltimore. Sophia and Hugh all didn't have me on the floor. I taught me to read, saw the Columbian Orator. They didn't want me to read, trying to keep a brother down. Might open the corridor, remember once had a crown. Hired out to Willie Freeland and started teaching the other slaves reading. They busted in on the meeting and gave a nigga a beating. Hired out to Eddie Covey as a punishment. He broke my whole body, soul, spirit out. He running shit, the whippings kept coming till this one day when he took up his lash. I fought vigorously and whooped his ass. He never tried it no more. I learned the resistance that day, take a stand. You have seen how a man was made a slave. Now see how a slave was made a man. Met a woman named Anna. She was my free black sugar mama. We had love, gave me aid and money. I escaped northbound of slave country, southwest shore of the Susquehanna. Rode through Delaware disguised as a sailor. Had a free black seaman's papers. I ran away. Hopped the ferry to Perryville, they'd have killed me if they'd have found me. On the opposite shore, they won't find me in Cecil County. They probably got a bounty. I'm on a steamboat along the Delaware River. How fast can this thing go? Northeast of Philadelphia, where they got some underground railroad help for ya. Know that abolitionists know what the struggle is. Needed a safe house, David Ruggles stayed me in his. Then I finally slept on my first safe night. Lived more in one day free than in my whole slave life. The journey to freedom barely took 24 really. Freddie the free man when he hit New York City. Abolitionist, black Presbyterian minister. But now you'll need a name or they'll remember ya. Freddie Bailey, Fred Stanley, Fred Johnson. They don't stand out, sound too common. His homie Nate Red, the lady of the lake. Two characters, inspiration for the name we would take. Frederick Douglass, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman. Came to hear him preaching on Sundays for black justice. Written about in local newspaper by William Lloyd Garrison, called The Liberator. And he hated a dictator with his anti-colonial stance. Do an anti-slavery dance. Got kicked off a train car, they wouldn't recognize me a man. Open seat, they tried making me stand. I did 100 conventions to convince them a slave is a man. I got jumped, the mob broke my hand permanently. I have no patriotism for a country spurning me in social stigmatism. Narrative of an American slave author, a strong leader, my bondage, my freedom. 3 books, you read them. He even toured England, plaques in London, Scotland, and Ireland. Didn't want me to leave, but gotta go see my wife again. I am living proof, behind me's a strong woman. I support women's suffrage, same rights every human. Publish my own paper and champion education, knowing that blacks need it. We gotta desegregate it. Freddie D, you the reason Great Daddy Sam died Republican. Back in the late 1880s, we was with them. They bankrupted freedmen savings after they hired me. U.S. Marshal to D.C. until retirement. Recorder of deeds, the order of things. At historical black colleges, he surely received. And so, I see the fight for freedom never budges. As a measurement of how we're treating others in the life and times of a free man, Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass.
All right, we got the legendary Medusa, the gangsta goddess from Lamert Park's very own Project Blowed. Thank you so much for being here.
Indeed, anytime. I chose her because I can relate. You know, any woman during that time period of slavery, they could reach freedom and then choose to go back and get people. That was amazing to me. And that's what I do in hip hop. You know, hip hop is that thing that you pass on. So when I teach workshops, when I teach at Cal Arts, any of the schools that I've been to, from Harvard to Stanford, I try to make them better than their last selves and better than I will be, so they can carry it on. When freedom rang, who did they hope was coming? Harriet Tubman, who they listened for when they thought about running? Harriet Tubman, I'm talking a sister with a whole lot of courage. That bravery developed raised in slavery courage. The kind that'll make you walk off in your purpose. Freedom! Fresh backlashes and malnourished the first trip. She knew them woods done ran from Pecker Woods before she remembered it. Path the old trees wade and how the river dipped. Freedom! Reminisce is when you tie up your dress, strap them babies to your chest. We done came quite a way, but got a long journey left. Ain't no time for all that crying yet. Trust, move fast, have faith, and follow the one they call Harriet. Harriet. I said trust, have faith, and follow the one they call Harriet. Harriet. When freedom rang, who did they hope was coming? Harriet Tubman, who did they listen for when they thought about running? Harriet Tubman, when freedom rang, who did they hope was coming? Harriet Tubman, who did they listen for when they thought about running? Harriet Tubman, they made it through the river in a 10-mile hike. Been running through the woods all damn night. She knows it's a sight to see 10 blacks running in broad daylight. So Harriet, on pure faith and hope, take 'em to a plantation she worked before, with a gang of unbeaten niggeros, slave to a kind of white folks. They resisted, she insisted, freedom! Hit 'em in a crawl space under the porch, freedom! Now they one of the main reasons, freedom! They survived the travel up north, freedom! When freedom rang, who did they hope was coming? Harriet Tubman, who did they listen for when they thought about running? Harriet Tubman, when freedom rang, who did they hope was coming? Harriet Tubman, who did they listen for when they thought about running? Harriet Tubman. Now they living in a new land. Her and her people tasting freedom, cause she took a stance. Harriet rested while devising a new plan. Like a train know a track, she know the way back like the back of her hand. Back for the fam, she made countless trips back and forth to bring her people from south to north. From the woods, Harriet would sing a note, letting black folks know the Underground Railroad is ready to transport freedom.
Sojourn. Location, San Diego, California, specifically North County, Carlsbad. Crew affiliation, Tunnel Rats, Future Shock. So my name, my nom de plume is Sojourn, and my person that I wrote about was Sojourner Truth. And for me, it was a challenge as an artist to not only write from like an autobiographical perspective of her, but like from a female's perspective as well. So that for me, it was fun to dig into that and to try to bring some of those elements out in the story, in the rhyme. The song's called "I'm a Sojourner," featuring Ab Rizzle. I was honored to be asked to be on the project because it has to do with, educating the next generation. Hip hop, to kind of quote another MC, made me want to read books. It made me want to learn other things and gain and seek more knowledge and wisdom. So this is in the tradition of educational lyricism and, just creative artistry that enlightens people and educates people. This is why I was honored to be asked to be a part of the project.
I was born Isabella Bomb free in a time when we were seen as property rather than part of humanity. It made it hard to get past the whiplash under a sick master slave paradigm. Endured more crimes, bought and sold 4 times before I could align with another. Bound by love and became a mother. Brought lives into the world under this plight. Rather than run to escape, I chose to walk into the fight for liberty. Even leaving behind a son, sold illegally, so I took the culprit to court and won. But when the gavel dropped, the battle didn't stop, it still existed to break chains and take aim after wicked system. Traveled place to place, spoke on equality and grace, and held the mirror to the face of the human race. The Most High speaks, I listen to wisdom, children, so should you. Spirit called me to preach, so I became Sojourner Truth.
My black mom, nothing stronger than her love. Fighting for freedom, I'm a sojourner, I'm a sojourner, baby. Maybe of me you heard of 1830s, yeah, I'm a sojourner, I'm a sojourner. Black mom, nothing stronger than her love. Fighting for freedom, I'm a sojourner, I'm a sojourner. They came from me, murder, 1830s, yeah, I'm a sojourner, I'm a sojourner.
Dictated my own memoirs with passion and purity. Challenged the notions of gender and racial superiority. And testified of an internal hope. If black women can build roads, then why not vote? That's a quote. When it came to rights, I wasn't known for waiting. In Washington, I rode streetcars to help force desegregation. I met with presidents, set precedents. The fact my story is being told now is evidence of my impact. Volumes could be written of what I didn't accomplish. The road to freedom being the longest. Traveled from place to place, spoke on equality and grace, and held a mirror to the face of the human race. The Most High speaks, I listen, and so should you. The Spirit called me to preach, so I became Sojourner Truth.
My black mom, nothing stronger than her love. Fighting for freedom, I'm a sojourner, I'm a sojourner. Baby, maybe of me you heard of. 1830s, yeah, I'm a sojourner, I'm a sojourner. Black mom, nothing stronger than her love. Fighting for freedom, I'm a sojourner, I'm a sojourner. They came from me, murder. 1830s, yeah, I'm a sojourner, I'm a sojourner.
Peace, yo. My name is Rick Scales, coming from San Diego, California, representing 18 Scales Slapping Hands Crew. The person I personified in the song was Thurgood Marshall. Growing up, I went to middle school at Thurgood Marshall Mental Magnet in New Orleans, and so that made me gravitate towards that topic. Delving deeper into the life of Thurgood Marshall and letting the inspiration take me where it took me. And then on top of that, Abstract Rude laced the chorus, so like that set the little tone for me, and I just drew inspiration from all that. Anything can be an educational tool depending on how you use it. For me with hip hop, it's important to express.
Partial scales of justice. Partial scales of justice. I helped build the bridges that Ruby crossed. The catalyst for the dream and Dr. King's thoughts was on my Charles Hamilton from the start. Cause the country tried to keep us in the back like Rosa Parks, separate but equal. We don't believe you. Y'all can front if you want, but watch what we do. Start a revolution and do it legal. Force the Constitution to work for me and my people. The truth is more than a mental exercise. Seen it with my own two eyes, let me testify. Out in the deep south where Jim Crow flies, so the law works a little different for my kind. That wasn't how it was designed, and for me that's the reason that people say that justice is blind. One step at a time we go on march to I'm thorough, making sure that the scale's impartial. Oh, Thurgood Marshall, Brown versus Board of Education, thou heard me, Lord. Outcries of justice kick down the door. Once one gets freedom, we'll be men more. Partial scales of justice. Partial scales of justice. Partial scales of justice. Partial scales of justice. Racism separates, it never liberates. We've been imprisoned by fear, your hatred generates. Then y'all wonder why we pick it and we demonstrate. Y'all should be happy we ain't physically kicking the gates. 1954 is when we killed the case. 1960 is when they started to integrate. I wish I could say that we descended from hate. So much has changed, but we're divided to this day. I helped build the bridges that Ruby crossed, the catalyst for the dream and Dr. King's thoughts. I was on my Charles Hamilton from the start, cause the country tried to keep us in the back like Rosa Parks, separate but equal. We don't believe you. Y'all can front all y'all want, but watch what we do. Start a revolution and do it legal. Force the Constitution to work for me and my people. Partial scales of justice, partial scales of justice.
My name is Propaganda from the 626. I'm a part of the Tunnel Rat crew. I was on Was It Just a Dream? About Dr. King Jr. Obviously of the characters within the Black American history. He's one of the more known figures. So the challenge to tell a version of this story that gives him a little more humanity. That's not just a fact you already know in a book, and then to turn that into a rap form. So I was actually really excited about that, to kind of like, like this, he's still a man from here, he's not a superhero. I think a lot of times we for better or for worse, we think that like the people who have done horrible atrocities in this world are monsters, and the people who have done amazing things, superheroes. But no, they're humans like us, you know what I'm saying? And which we should know that we're capable for greatness. So I was trying to like communicate that. I think being a part of the project as a whole, I went in pretty blind, just off of trusting Av and his judgment. And then sort of hearing it all together, it just feels important. It feels like I realize, and it's kind of been true about my whole life, but really now, like, I don't want to waste movement. I want to make sure that like the things that I do matter and will last. And I know like 100 years from now, we're going to forget about all this, but you can leave your little swath of the space time better than you found it. That's what this felt like. This felt like something that like could go into the time capsule and say, this was our contribution.
What does it mean to you to use music to teach people about someone so important in history?
First of all, I guess for the music that I've always been inspired to do and what I've gravitated towards has always sort of been education based. So, or, things to enlighten people. So this seemed par for the course to be able to share with people about Martin Luther King's legacy and his life. We know it's necessary just in terms of that legacy carrying on, not just the dream, but the work. And so it felt purposeful and valuable to share, actual bits of his life. Specifically in my verse, I'm kind of rounding out the end of his physical life. So it was powerful for me even to find out information that I didn't know. So I was educated while I'm educating. So it's highly important to continue to push that information forward.
God bless MLK. The hell you said, tell them about the dream. For us to realize it was the dream of Dr. King. Take me away, I leave a legacy. And they'll be celebrating MLK Day. Mother, but hell you said, tell them about the dream. For us to realize it was the dream of Dr. King. Take me away, I leave a legacy. On January 15, 1929, I started as Michael Jr., then became Martin Luther. Who knew it end on a balcony with a sharpshooter? My daddy was a bad man, a Georgia old schooler, son of some sharecroppers who had a white ruler. Still became Morehouse College alumni, born in the house of my granddaddy on mom's side. Hell in the ATL as a young guy. Cause segregation and racism, they were easy to come by. Pop's a proud black man who in its face held his head high. Whole Bible memorized, Booker T. Washington High. Martin Sr. never spared the rod to spoil his child. And I never cried, even though the tears poured down. I studied Frederick and Harriet, Sojourner and Booker, to take the weight and just carry it, no matter how long it took us. A young civil rights leader, top one to give a speech. By 1955, pastor with a doctorate degree.
I've been to the mountaintop and heard no brutalizing sound of cops. Or was it just a dream? Judge me by my character. Be true to what you said, America. What did you really mean? Yeah, tell them about the dream. For us to realize it was the dream of Dr. King. Take me away, I'll leave a legacy, and they'll be celebrating MLK Day.
And to be honest, it'd be nice to just have a little quiet life. Me and my wife, pastor her dad at church and preach Christ. But when the voice of God lifts out burning bush, you can't miss it. Said I've given you a mission, and who I've called, I've equipped. In reading the book of Exodus, any black man with sense would notice the similarities, they hard to dismiss. In the road we wandered, it was not so Wakanda. So the fact of our humanity, they had to be convinced. Looked us dead in our faces and told us bootless men that lift ourselves by its laces. Where is your grit? So we hopped up in our whips with the gospel on our lips. Said your Bible and Constitution give your actions no defense. And of course they ain't listen. I was starting to lose hope till my man Byron put me on that non-violent approach. They strung us up with ropes in the hopes our plans would fail, but generations to come would read our letters from jail.
I've been to the mountaintop, this would be my last address. Taught non-violence, but will America pass the test? Been active threats since we boycotted the transit systems. In Alabama, re-examining the black man's existence. Said they wanted me dead in '64. When the Civil Rights Act passed, we cheered freedom at last. Looking at my kids, Yolanda, Martin, Dexter, and Bernice's eyes, I can't explain why death wishes accompanied my peace prize. Now I'm under surveillance, my phone's tapped, and office wired. Disgruntled bigots got plots, hoping that I expire. The last straw was not me giving folks the will to fight. Poor People's Campaign, the Economic Bill of Rights, did it April 4th, 1968. At the Lorraine Motel, some say an angel fell. Nah, I'm a man, I'm a scholar, I'm the dream, I'm a teacher, I'm the voice of the people, I'm a king.
I've been to the mountaintop and heard no brutalizing sound of cops. Or was it just a dream? Judge me by my character, be true to what you said, America. What did you really mean? Yes, tell them about the dream, for us to realize it was the dream of Dr. King. Take me away, I'll leave a legacy, and they'll be celebrating MLK Day.
Micah 9, thank you so much for having us. You're a legendary rapper from Leimert Park, Project Blode's very own.
First of all, it's all love. It's all love. When I heard the track, I thought about Martin Luther King because my birthday is January 15th, and that's Dr. King's birthday. I remember studying Dr. King, and he was inspired by Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, and the nonviolent, peaceful protest and movement of the people as freedom fighters. So I thought it'd be interesting to do a rap and a salute, a homage to both men of color, that I could, instead of focus on the dichotomy between the two, focus on the things that they had in common. So I cited aspects of Dr. King's speeches and injected some of the titles of some of his speeches, as well as some sayings and things that Gandhi was known to have said, and citing the nexus between individuals, that connection. It's hard to deny that Dr. King in particular, as well as Mahatma Gandhi, they've left an indelible mark globally and spiritually, and that's to be heralded, that's to be saluted, and that's why I'm glad to be part of the project, and that's how I picked the person or persons that I wanted to cast a little love light on. Well, freedom fighters didn't have weapons and guns or nothing in some cases, but they were able to persevere. And now it's even more important as the old guard slowly fades away for the younger people, the generation real, to hold on to that spirit of beyond tolerance, inclusion, equality, and freedom for real.
These are the seeds of wisdom. Everyone listen to the new vision. These are the seeds of wisdom. Come on. These are the seeds of wisdom. Everyone listen to the new vision. These are the seeds of wisdom. Yeah. is sacred and knowing that it's all love and we must keep it growing, nourishing these seeds of wisdom. These are the seeds of wisdom. Everyone listen to the new vision. These are the seeds of wisdom. The three dimensions of a complete life, a free ascension from the streets and strife, rediscovering lost values and exercising our freedom fight. The impassable gulf we have mastered unbroken. We indeed do believe these rights to be self-evident as we help betterment of soil and sediment to keep more residents. The death of people upon the seashore, the best of people no longer need war. The best of people wrong that its fawns, the rest of peace still breathing war. Just stay strong, we implore. On the floor, fight the prana, put a terracotta core. Guard and soar, living under the tensions of a modern life. Giving wonder to ascension with our God and might. The birth of the new nation we must now ignite. The earth and all creation as we trust how we ride. The garden of Gethsemane, the heart of loving your enemy. A eulogy for the modern children, part of why we cultivate remedy. Guidelines for the constructive search, a shine from what's been grown from the dirt without all the high signs. These are the seeds of wisdom, everyone listen to the new vision. These are the seeds of wisdom. Come on. These are the seeds of wisdom, everyone listen to the new vision. These are the seeds of wisdom. We hope is sacred and knowing that it's all love and we must keep it growing, nourishing these seeds of wisdom. These are the seeds of wisdom, everyone listen to the new vision. These are the seeds of wisdom. There was a connection between the energy of Gandhi and Dr. King. Ways of perfection that dream defending us beyond all of these schemes. How flank the negative symbolism. Executive privilege has no rank on your spiritualism. The positive is always winning. We've lived long enough to see the difference within them from who's cool and who's bitter, who's true and who's wicked. Abundance flows for those hard working, not hard timing, innocent and most inclined to find the divine and shrines with the possible seeds of light that germinate in our minds. The three evils in society, defeating is using non-violent civil disobedience, the drum major instinct. Search for a sense of direction, or is it when waiters and drinks just perched on the bench for rejection? Nah, I've been to the mountaintop and I've seen the chapel creek. Smoke chotties like the saddles, pop like wheat like apple seeds. Many people know you keep the flow and the fruit of every effort. Consider buried treasure, it's deeper when you know better and do it better, getting your life together. These are the seeds of wisdom, everyone listen to the new vision. These are the seeds of wisdom. Come on. These are the seeds of wisdom, everyone listen to the new vision. These are the seeds of wisdom. We hope is sacred and knowing that it's all love and we must keep it growing, nourishing the seeds of wisdom. These are the seeds of wisdom, everyone listen to the new vision. These are the seeds of wisdom. A 3D printed organ to save a life from the knowledge that preceded the wisdom under a mortal knife that was forged and he treated as needed, teaching and learning the mythic truth, the blissful youth, the district roots, petroglyphic proof, and encrypted clues, gifted bloom, and uplifted fools get skipped in school, above the water in the field, we built an isthmus groove, drifted crews, for fathers under the shade of a mangrove, hand chosen ambrosia, stampos, the land of motion, a mystic brew. We plant these seeds in fertile minds, in wisdom grows in proper time. What you sow and all the signs, for toward the light we hope to shine. These are the seeds of wisdom, everyone listen to the new vision. These are the seeds of wisdom. These are the seeds of wisdom, everyone listen to the new vision. These are the seeds of wisdom. We hope is sacred and knowing that it's all love and we must keep it growing, nourishing the seeds of wisdom. These are the seeds of wisdom, everyone listen to the new vision. These are the seeds of wisdom. Seeds of wisdom. Pearls, grains, kernels, thoughts.
We see locks and black complexion cannot forfeit nature's claims. Skin may differ, but affection dwells in white and black the same.
My name is Blak King from Roach Gang, Pomona, California, Project Blow representative. I chose Malcolm X because Malcolm X is one of my heroes as far as Black history goes and pushing forward in this revolutionary movement to free Black people, mentally, spiritually, and just on a national scale. You know, when I wrote it, it was like a book report almost. I had to really do my studies and really do my due diligence to make sure that I represented Malcolm in the right light. I felt empowered, especially after I performed it at Project Globe 30th anniversary. I felt the power in that song.
I am Malcolm X, I am Malcolm X, I am Malcolm X. My black skin is the threat. I am Malcolm X, I am Malcolm X, I am Malcolm X. My black skin is the threat.
It all started off in Omaha, Nebraska. A loving mother pops was a back to Africa pastor who was hated for teaching his people disobey their master. The family blessing the curse after all his legacy captured and protect his family afraid of them clan bastards. Rock with Garvey and UNIA for them black matters. Strength of his words struck fear in the hearts of the cowards who took his life to destroy this little family of ours. Had to be empowered by the circumstances we face. Mom's a nervous wreck, siblings divided up by the state. Now I'm a foster child, poster child for growing up quicker. Was told becoming a lawyer wasn't a realistic goal for a nigga. Little older now, Beantown, shorty my nigga. Worked the train, serving things, inside order of pimping. I'm headed to Harlem. Now I met up with this West Indian, ran numbers. These my younger days, a mess and mischievous. Miscounted the paper, now them hitters wanna be dead. Light on my feet, skip town, back to Boston I fled. Me and Shorty again, robber for riches, a slight boss. Got caught and in prison for flocking houses and knocking white broads. Sentenced to a dime, here come withdrawals of dough. It's solitary and nutmeg water. Pass me a smoke, hanging on to every word the homie Bimby had spoke. Visits from sis, kites from the outside family it broke. Lil bro said, fam, we never down on the swan. We moving righteous with the word of Allah the divine. Started putting me on to lessons from the NOY. Cleansed my temple, studied me, now I'm free in my mind.
I am Malcolm X, I am Malcolm X, I am Malcolm X. My black skin is the threat.
Growing stronger now, letters from the prophet himself. 6.5 years later release, now I'm back on the shelf through due diligence. Spread Elijah's word across the map with true militants. Weight of a nation all on my back. Work I've done, open mosque in the name of the one. Greatest orator ever to speak on the mic, you'll get done. Ain't no time for acting petty, I'm cracking me a Betty. Who making sure I ate, now I'm back to being ready and prime. Family growing, 12 years of dedication. Never again spoke to my brother, he was cast into isolation. Was I blinded by my faith or loyalty to the cause? I'm misguided and draped as a mascot who seeks your applause. Success led to the press spotlighting my work. Other ministers question my motive, they denying my work. Seeds of betrayal watered with thoughts of me leading the nation. Refused to believe the rumors about queens he impregnated. He meaning my spiritual father, pillow talking on mine. His best minister like his son, but here's a word from the wise. Said I would leave and turn against him, therefore I was dangerous. Like a knife in the back when I was greeted with smiles and praises. Supposed to be moral leaders, am I believing a lie? My faith was shattered in a way I could never fully describe. I'm speaking on JFK, was the start of my troubles. They decided to silence me and sizing me for the muzzle. Death threats now, even gave a homie a mission to wire my car to explode once I turned on the ignition. And I'm gone, sever ties with the nation, I'm good. Aligned with helping my people in ways that I never could. Muslim Mosque Incorporated, that's my passionate vision. Our political philosophy is black nationalism. To further my understanding, I'm on a pilgrimage to Mecca and 11 African countries. I'm building and connecting, expanding my worldview for greater spiritual insight of American racism and our position in this fight. Threats on his life, his kids and his wife. Burned my house down with my whole family inside. Feeling like the CIA and the FBI are invested and impressed with my death and trying to see my demise. Sick enough to make you vomit if you sit and think about it. Copied the dictionary, still can't get my words around it. Back to my duties along with the speech, the Audubon. Sorry to say, this is where the story is a run up on.
I am Malcolm X, I am Malcolm X, I am Malcolm X. My black skin is the threat. I am Malcolm X, I am Malcolm X, I am Malcolm X. My black skin is the threat. I am Malcolm X, I am Malcolm X, I am Malcolm X. My black skin is the threat. Expanding my worldview for greater spiritual insight.
we're doing, man. We're empowering black and putting historical faces and names and songs to what we're doing with our movement. We chose a song, me and my brother were collaborating and talking about what person would represent you properly if you were to do someone historically. Me being from Oakland, California, born and bred, born and raised, everything, I feel like this man right here, Dr. Huey P. Newton, would be super significant. A long time ago, I did a song called Huey Told Me, and it was basically like a small little soliloquy over some rap beats about him having a conversation with me about staying focused, loving the mission that I was on as we stand on the precipice of things, of how the doom loop continues to revolve and evolve. As we're watching it revolve, it's coming back around again. He was like, learn from my mistakes. And these were the things that I was saying, that if Huey would talk to me, this is what he would say. Learn from my mistakes and some of the ways that I was steered wrong. And don't take that path. And so it has been my mission to continue to sit back and reinstore and kind of like reinvigorate some of the things that the Panthers were doing, because that policy, those 10-point programs and everything that they were doing still works today. And it still will deem to be effective if implemented properly. So as we have the abilities to do so, because you got to think, they did more with less. We're doing less with more. Now, if we even the playing fields and begin to start organizing and galvanizing and empowering, then we'll be able to be effective. Probably even more, 10 times more effective, because it's more money available. It's easier to reach each other. The devices and everything that we're able to do, the connectivity is that much more potent. So I chose to do Huey P. Newton to be a representation of what I represent, what he represented, and then that proper conflation to show the world that this is not a competition, but a coalition. And it is our mission to continue to keep amplifying and uplifting each other. We thank y'all so much. Hope y'all enjoy the song. Check it out right now.
You scared people, Huey. The Black Panthers scared people.
Anytime the black man attempts to change the slave image, he will scare white people. So the Black Panther Party, I thank you. When you said that we scared people, that means that we were creating a positive black image for ourselves.
Power to the people, Huey P. Power to the people. Power to the people, Huey P. Power to the people. At Merritt College, it was born. Revolutionary Action Movement, Oakland, California. Huey P. knew a ton, and Bobby Seale was a student of Malcolm. Black Panther Party for self-defense was announced.
We yell power to the people, cause the people got the power. I'm just here to let you know that the power's still ours. But you gotta stand for something, and you cannot be a coward. Cause the system, it will eat you. We was meant to be devoured. Huey P. wrote in Revolutionary Suicide. No more tears, it's only blood in my eyes. Spread the truth to my people, stop sharing them lies. Shake the devil off your back, stand up and rise. Gotta feed your community and take care of the women. Gotta lead with unity and go guide these children. Tell that youngster he don't gotta sell dope. He ain't gotta rob nobody and he ain't gonna end up broke. As we teach him education on how they can make chicken without committing crimes, doing life in San Quentin. And can still rock designer Drake down in Louis V. Be a leader and a teacher like Dr. Huey P. When I say power, y'all say to the people. Power to the people, power to the people. When I say power, y'all say to the people. Power to the people, power to the people. When I say power, y'all say to the people. Power to the people, power to the people. When I say power, y'all say to the people. Power to the people, power to the people.
In 67, Reagan banned handguns and shotguns. Soon as a black man got one, Black Panthers was a problem. Did they on patrols, cop watching? Killed us in cold blood if they was not watching. Traffic cars, they protected Oakland. Then it fed other cities like the breakfast program. His legacy is not a myth. Leather coat and black fist, dashiki afro, give me liberty or death.
When I say power, y'all say to the people. Power to the people, power to the people. When I say power, y'all say to the people. Power to the people, power to the people. When I say power, y'all say to the people. Power to the people, power to the people. When I say power, y'all say to the people. Power to the people, power to the people.
All through the Bay and in LA, Seattle, Chicago, New York, and Philly, where they laid down law. Chapters in the UK and Algeria, spreading black power, causing FBI hysteria, promoting that open carry to stand guard against police brutality. So we the proletarian vanguard. From 66 to 82, always had trouble, but I was just addressing the class struggle. Power to the people.
Maybe the hardest part is if you teach, you have to live your teaching.
All God's children need traveling shoes. Just give me a cool drink of water before I die. They went home, trying to protect tattered souls and callous memories, spending time following footsteps and sculpting new pathways. The detached shadows disappear amongst the darkness. Where love is a scream of anguish, light is born in the uncertainty of idea. When I think about myself, it's just before the world ends. On a bright day, next week. Somewhere in the wild, cage birds harmonize, and it sounds like pearls to freedom fighters. Great trees fall, still I rise. A black ode we saw before our seeming. The mothering blackness. Pick 'em up and lay 'em down. Life doesn't frighten me. Day-to-day experiences are enlightening and inspiring generations in an uprising of culture. I pray my wings are gonna fit me well. With an artful pose, a brave, startling truth. For us, who dare not dare. I almost remember song for the old ones, the little girl speakings. And still, I rise. A kind of love, some say phenomenal woman, traveling just for a time, at an unmeasured tempo. This is recovery. The singer will not sing. I shall not be moved. Shaker, why don't you sing? Changing and born that way. Old folks laugh and ask, why are they happy people? Fighting was natural. They ask again. In retrospect, I answer. Impeccable conception, gathered together in my name. Lyric.
What's up? My name is A.Billi. I'm checking in from the indigenous lands of the Piro Manso Tiwa, also known as Las Cruces, New Mexico. My crews are the Maunga Atuatasi clan, the Beast Fairy clan, the Southwest Samurais, the Obio gang, and Next Level Crew. It felt very good to finish the track. I felt that I was honoring Zora Neale Hurston in a way and appreciating her in a way that I hadn't done before. I really love the idea of these tracks, to give honor to these public figures, whether they be alive, whether they be in the ancestral realm. I picked Zora because I read a lot of Black literature as a young adult in high school, particularly from Black women writers, and Zora Neale Hurston's style was just so unique, so novel. Her energy jumped off of the page. And then I'm always the type of person to like read about people and like look up people after I read their works, and the things that people said about her matched her style of writing. I also recognized that she was not always understood in her time either, and she continued to be herself, and that I definitely appreciate and resonate with.
By myself without a dime. My real word reaches across time. Rooted in my truth, let my imagination fly. If I only knew, I already knew. Big country vibes, a little bit of city with it. Infused words with a whole lot of feeling in them. Will not assimilate, clear positioning. Steeped in blackness to all of your benefits. I know how to wield language. Knife of a tongue cut sharply. Feel the magic in my body. I love nature largely. Many tongues, mighty pen, and the life of the party. A treasure, a novelty, vivacious, fiery and feisty. For the folk, and I studied anthropology. Who you know get to kick it with some zombies. How I put it on display. How I alchemize the pain. And my legacy sustains. Griot with no fiat. Mad mic drops for the future with my street talk. Too much sauce for the bougie, kept it John shocked. Stay stunting on them with a grin. What a gem. Sparkling laughter through the mind and through the hand. I told him burn my papers, but there were other plans. I wasn't writing the struggle du jour. I wrote of human things, of loving in between. So tell my horse, Moses, the mule and the men. Every tongue got to confess on the law. Cause it's dust tracks on the road and her eyes are watching God. I die by myself without a dime. My real word reaches cross time. Rooted in my truth, let my imagination fly. If I only knew, I already knew. I die by myself without a dime. My real word reaches cross time. Rooted in my truth, let my imagination fly. If I only knew, I already knew. Zora, 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 Zora.
Ever since he was born by that river and gone too soon. Rolling that stone, never going home and drinking that moonshine. Running ever since he was born by that river and gone too soon. Rolling that stone, never going home, thinking about you all the time. Thinking about you all the time. Little Jimmy, he could fiddle and such. All the neighborhood kids didn't think of him much. A tourist airborne ranger ended in crutches. So Seattle-born baby came back to the dust. He played the chitlin circuit out in Tennessee with the likes of Little Richard and the Isleys. And every night he was heard, he would set it on fire. He played with Curtis Knight and the Squires. Then he would go to London, and he had no compunction to be the best. He was never outdone. He was from the Northwest and tear the house all up with the Southpaw pluck. Headliners quiet with their mouth shut. It was an experience to hear him in the UK. When Martin died, he played the anthem in the USA. In 4 short years, Johnny Allen set the standard. Overdriven amps, high gain, that's the brand. And Octavia Y-Wine Univibe, stereophonic phasing on his electric ride. Yeah, got me wondering what music would you do now? Even as an adult, he'd be a voodoo child. Running ever since he was born by that river, gone too soon. Rolling that stone, never going home and drinking that moonshine. Running ever since he was born by that river, gone too soon. Rolling that stone and never going home and thinking about you all the time. Thinking about you all the time.
We all wanna go home. Repatriate Marcus Garvey, motivated by songs of Robert Nesta Marley.
For his bed last night he only echoed ground, and for a pillow all he had was a rock he found. He got with 2 island brethren with the rockin' sound. They got some bow tie suits and started simmering down, but then they locked up and had the hottest in town. You was some church boys, guess you just some rosters now. Selassie in their hearts, they would fly on the charts. They got political, somebody tried to make him a mark. He kept sailing throughout the struggle, yeah, him kept wailing. Him always champion the culture. He told him about the Buffalo Soldier. Never give up resistance. On these truths we standing. Never leaves on the branches. I and I are the roots. Yeah. Running ever since he was born by that river, gone too soon. Rolling that stone, never going home, toking that green kind. Running ever since he was born by that river, gone too soon. Rolling that stone, never going home, and thinking about you all the time. Thinking about you all the time.
But reggae and rock and roll, man, y'all in the book. Y'all and the king of soul, Sam Cooke.
A little tent birthed by the river with burning embers, just surviving every day an adventure, aggression pent up. As a kid learning in Mississippi burning, relocated to the Chi as a child, then joined the Soul Stirrers. Same school as Nat Cole, he'd hang with Lou Rawls. Jesus gave him water, he sang gospel. Dale Cookie at Bumps, Blackwell, secular now. Pop said you blessed, just go make records somehow. We gone, left specialty at a E to the Cook and he out of there. No little Richard Hare in his destiny. In summertime you send me top charters from his days of past, and 50-80 slated at the cavalcade of jazz. Then signed to Hugo and Luigi in a chain gang, sad mood till Cupid told her to bring it on home to me. Had his own label, racism gave him migraines. Wonder if long time change ever comes or just my fame. Running ever since he was born by that river, gone too soon.
Still twisting in the wind.
Rolling that stone, never going home, thinking about you all the time.
Jim Bob Cooke.
Thinking about you all the time.